Mr. Speaker. My question today is for the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services. Speaker, residents in my riding of Flamborough-Glanbrook continue to raise concerns regarding the province's ability to keep our communities and streets safe while convicted terrorists are waiting in foreign prisons to return to this province. Speaker, the Trudeau government has failed to act. The safety of the public is and has always been one of our government's top priorities. Hear, hear. Ontarians who choose to participate in acts of violence against their country and their province do not deserve to return and be welcomed with open arms. Minister, could you please update the members of this legislature on what our government for the people is doing to ensure that convicted terrorists are punished for their reprehensible crimes?
Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member for Flamborough-Glanbrook for that question, and I also want to wish her a happy birthday today. Mr. Speaker, I want to again thank and commend the member from Peterborough Kawartha for his action and dedication to this file, and for having taken the necessary steps to ensure that the Terrorist Activities Sanctions Act could be brought before the legislature yesterday afternoon. Mr. Speaker, those who have chosen to leave this great province to take up arms with terrorist organizations and commit barbaric acts of violence against our men and women in uniform, civilians, and our allies need to know that we will not be welcoming them with open arms. The men and women of our armed forces and the great people of this province deserve to know that our government is listening and taking action.
Supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, back to the minister. The people of this province need to know that our government is listening and is working hard to enhance and restore public safety. Speaker, the federal government is sitting on their hands while terrorists sit in foreign jails waiting to return to our province. The Trudeau government has failed to act and has failed to take this issue with the urgency it requires. Speaker, we have had numerous people approach our government wanting to know whether a convicted terrorist can walk freely in our communities without any real consequences. To the minister, could you please explain to the members of this legislature the message our government for the people is sending to those terrorists who wish to return to Ontario?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the Trudeau government has had numerous chances to address this issue, but has continuously failed to do so. That's why our government for the people is taking the necessary steps to address this issue and ensure convicted terrorists understand that we are not going to welcome them back to this province with open arms. These convicted terrorists need to be charged for their barbaric acts upon their return to this province. No matter where in the world the act was committed, that is not what Canada, that is not what this province is all about. Once convicted, these terrorists do not deserve access to the privileges that the great province and the great people of this province are entitled to. Since Justin Trudeau doesn't seem to take this issue seriously, our government is taking real action to send a message that there are serious consequences for having committed indefensible crimes.